What's up, people? Just doing a quick video on a new Skormon. It's Randy Doucette Armour, and I'll also be doing an update on a knife that I had previously done a video on. But we'll get to it. I'm not going to do no crazy review about it. I'm just going to show it off a little bit. But it's lightning strike carbon fiber, titanium bolsters, like the pivot. I'll get that to zoom in a little bit better for you. Nice looking pivot. Pocket clips titanium. It's running on IKBS. Fires open. The action is pretty sick. Lockup is pretty much just where I like it. Not too early, but not crazy late or anything like that. Nice thick tie on the liners. There's no play with this thing in any direction. I do like the fact that the blade takes up almost the entire handle. It's 4-inch blade, S30V. The overall length is 9 inches. It's a beefy knife, guys. I'm sorry I forgot to bring something to really compare it to. It's about almost the exact same size as a SMF. It's a little thicker than my concealed carry overall thickness. But basically I saw this on the dealer's website. I thought it was a sick looking knife. Just the grind on the blade is just sick and mean looking. And the swedge up top. But I seen it on a dealer's website. I was unsure, you know what I mean? I was unsure of this thumb ramp, to be honest. And then I was able to go to a local USN get together and met a lot of cool dudes. But one of them actually had this same knife, except it was a double bolster model. So it had, you know, just the middle part was I think like blue carbon fiber, blue something. But I got my hands on it, and I mean, man, it's just crazy comfortable. I mean, I fell in love with it after that, so I decided I'd go ahead and pick it up. So I like the fact that there's jimping in the ramp. I mean, I can't stand overdone jimping. I like jimping to a point, but like on all these knives nowadays, I mean, it's like holding on to the back of like my example was my Medford Praetorian G, which I got rid of, but it was like holding on to the back of a freaking, you know, circular saw blade or something like that. Like, I guess it's just for looks on that particular knife, but I don't understand why you would do that to a knife. They say, you know, wear gloves using it. Well, I don't want to buy a knife, especially when they cost that much, that I have to put gloves on to use. But I think this one is done really well. It's not crazy or nothing, enough to give you a little traction with the thumb ramp, and it just is really comfortable in hand. So, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I love it. It has crazy good action. I love flippers. It's nice and smooth. Flips out awesomely. But it might be too pretty for me. And I have a big problem with this. Is I buy knives, expensive knives, and I'm like, man, I'll get myself to use it. Then I get it, and I'm like, man, I don't want to jack this thing up. It's just too pretty. So I'm a user, guys. I have to use my knives to keep them. Just for the sheer fact, to me, I don't mind spending money on a knife. For me to own something and not use it, you know, even a more expensive knife would be like for me saying, hey, I own a Ferrari. I sit in the garage all day long. I stare at it, but I don't ever drive it. I mean, it would be pointless to me. I'm not knocking collectors or anything like that. I don't mind, you know what I mean? That's everyone to each their own. If you just collect knives, just to, you know, have them, fond them, I mean, that's fine. That's everyone's preference is different, so I don't care. But for me, I have to use it to get the full enjoyment out of owning it, whether it be, you know, a $900 knife or a, you know, $80 knife. If I don't use it, I don't get enjoyment out of it. And I don't beat the shit out of my knives. I don't have anything to do in my daily life or work to really do something that would, you know, damage a knife. But I just like for this, I just don't want to get wear marks on it. It's just a gorgeous knife. So hopefully I'll get myself to use it because it is crazy comfortable. So I think it would be awesome to use it, but we'll see. If not, I'll end up getting rid of it, but I really, really like it. I just don't want it to sit there and not get used. But that's that. Next up is, I figure I'd give you guys an update on this. It's the Blomerus, I think L11 flipper. I actually sold this knife and it came back to me. It had an issue that I was not aware of. Basically, this was one of the knives I bought, and I was like, man, it's mirror polished. It's just pretty. I'm not going to use it. So I sold it, and I checked it for blade play. Like I just usually just wiggle the blade back and forth, side to side, and up and down. And I didn't do it hard enough or check it. But the guy sent me a video of him, the guy that bought off me. And he's basically on the side of just on his leg, and he's just going, and the lock was failing. And it was that hard. Like, I don't spine whack my knives, so and he wasn't doing it. I wouldn't. It's not like he had like a 2x4 and was beating off it. He was just going off his legs, and it was failing. And a knife shouldn't do that. So he sent it back to him. I'll send his money back. And so basically, I thought I was screwed. But I talked to Supervillain, and I talked to Elliot from Ferrum Forge, and he actually told me how to fix it. So I took some time out, worked on it, and it's fine now. The only issue is the lock's a little sticky, but I assume that'll wear in like any other sticky lock after a while. But so I guess I'm just gonna keep it and use it now. Screw it. But or I may sell it to someone for, lower price just to get rid of it. I don't know. But I may just keep it and use it. It's not a bad knife. It looks gorgeous, so we'll see what happens. But I like to give you guys honest, and I don't know if it's a recurring issue with this guy's knives or not, because this is the only one I've ever owned, and I don't see any real, vids on YouTube about the guy. So, and another thing I'll say is not buyer beware, but just a heads up. I will never buy a knife from a maker that is out of the country that there's absolutely no contact information on. I couldn't find anything online to find out how to get in contact with this guy or anything like that to even be able to send it back. So I won't be doing that again, just because I don't want to run into this issue. I like to be able to just go, okay, I don't want to take it apart and fix it myself. I'd rather have them fix it, send it back to the guy, do warranty work, and have him fix it up. But it is what it is. I have it. It's a decent knife, so I'll probably just keep it and use it. But that's it, guys. One more shot. This thing is sick. I love it. Alright, guys. Take care. I'm out.